I think if I win though and he wins and I get upgraded to undisputed champ like you did, it wouldn't surprise me if he thinks that's the perfect opportunity to win the lightweight belt.
We don't want to.
Bang, bang, yep. Boom, good. Boom, good. Boom, yep. Good. Good, jump it back. There you go. Good. Perfect. Yeah, so today's Monday. We're 5 weeks out from last Saturday, or from Saturday just passed. And
Paddy Pimblett just declared war on the entire UFC, and it's about to implode the lightweight division completely. Nah, this can't be real. He's not just calling out Justin Gaethje, he's already eyeing Volkanovski like a predator sizing up prey while the world sleeps, and nobody sees it coming yet. But wait, he's planning something that could rewrite every ranking in the division overnight. And I'm telling you, chaos is coming fast, faster than you can blink, faster than logic allows.
Yeah, last time I seen you, lad, fucking now. Funniest when I come to your gym, lad, when I come to yours, I've been out the night before, lad, to watch fucking Springsteen, lad, and got in at about 4:30 in the morning.
You know that mural after you spoke about it? Yeah. She was a massive outcry in the town. Gotta get it down.
Take it down. Still going though. It's going strong, isn't it?
Imagine Tom Aspinall walking into Paddy's gym, expecting tension, expecting intimidation, and instead, relaxation, camaraderie, jokes, laughing, muscles flexing, but no threat? Nah, it's deceptive. It's a trap, because the second those smiles vanish, someone's getting exposed, and I swear, something is brewing between these two that even the UFC brass doesn't understand yet. And trust me, this isn't casual, it's a slow fuse ticking toward disaster.
We were doing like training stuff earlier, you know what I mean? Doing little bits for him, thinking we could, it's gonna be him. And then obviously he come out and said he's not fighting.
So did you think you were gonna be on the end of October card with him?
No, I wanted to be on, I asked for Gaethje on that card.
When we saw you, you said you wanted to do
Warriors, you said.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I wanted to be on that, but Gaethje said no, because it weren't a title fight.
Paddy notices Tom's physique, leaner, shredded, sharper than ever. But that's not just for show. This is preparation, subliminal signaling, a warning shot to the entire heavyweight roster that he's watching, calculating, and ready to shift power in unexpected ways. And oh, by the way, there's a hidden layer nobody's talking about, something in the back room, something being covered up. And if it leaks, it could crash this entire scene.
Well, my career's been fantastic so far. Just because, and I've got a lot of people that love me. I've got an amazing family. I've got a great training situation. I've got a nice house. I've got, like, everything's amazing, mate. I'm not complaining about nothing. Like I think there's a lot of people out there who see a quote or an interview of me talking about my eyes and think that I'm crying about it. Like, it was what it was. And it is what it is. And I'm gonna have surgery and it's gonna get fixed, and that's it, we'll move on. My life's friggin' amazing. I ain't complaining about nothing. Would I have not liked to have got poked in the eyes and win the fight? Of course, but mate, welcome to Earth, innit? Like, things don't always go your way.
Training camp revelations. They've already locked on a specific target. Prepped, drilled for every possible scenario. Mental warfare included. And yet, just as the plan was about to unfold, uncertainty hits, opponent pulls out, plans collapse, but don't blink. You haven't seen the real impact yet. There's a ticking escalation coming, the kind that rewrites careers in a single weekend, and I'm not exaggerating.
But we can't put a date on it, we can't put a time on it, and that's the thing that I think people tuning into this will be thirsty for, won't they? They'll be thirsty
of course.
For that information.
People aren't bothered about my lovely life that I've got. People want to see me back in the octagon, and I get that. But I'm just saying, if you're sitting here and going to ask me, say that I've had a really, like, down and gloomy year, I've not at all. It's been amazing. But speaking from a personal perspective, yeah, the career stuff could have been a bit better.
Yeah, and that's the only insinuation that I was pointing
on the
towards.
whole, mate. On the whole, I can't complain. It's been amazing.
Tom Aspinall speaks with gratitude, talks family, his team, recovery. Everything seems calm, collected, almost too calm, like a volcano hiding under a snowfield. Don't be fooled. Beneath that composure is an explosive force, and one wrong word, one slip of a fighter, and it will erupt, engulfing careers and reputations. And yeah, someone is lying about the true extent of that eye injury. Mark my words, it's not what you think.
Tom, when Tom gets hurt, it's like he's like immediately incapacitated. Immediately.
He shut down.
It's like you poke my eye and then he's like immediately, there's no like.
He never tried to look. It was rag on the eye immediately.
Dude, I would have been the silliest looking cat on national TV just
trying. He didn't try.
trying.
He didn't try.
Same thing with Curtis Blaze. When he hurt his knee, there was no limping, there was no trying to get up. It was just like immediately.
Yep.
Burn my village. I can't go on. Like,
He doesn't have the dog in him. Yeah, that kill or be killed.
Immediately quits.
Yeah.
When he got tapped out with an ankle lock, there was no trying to fight his hands. There were no trying to. He immediately quit.
You see the pattern of it.
Immediately.
And the fans, they're relentless, pushing, probing, impatient for him to return, demanding answers, flooding social media. But every day of pressure is another layer of tension, another chance for cracks to appear, for alliances to fracture, for the illusion of control to shatter. And I swear, if they knew what's really happening behind the curtain, they'd lose their minds on the spot.
With featherweight, it all depends what happens with Volk and Lopez.
Well, Volk's going, isn't he? I think this is going to be Volk's last
I've heard
one.
people saying that Volk's might retire after this fight because it's in Australia. But you don't know, do you? A lot of people say that all the time and then they fight again.
I hope he does retire, and I'm the biggest Volk fan out there. I want him to retire.
Yeah.
If he wins this one, leave it.
I think if I win though and he wins and I get upgraded to undisputed champ like you did, it wouldn't surprise me if he thinks that's the perfect opportunity to win the lightweight belt.
We don't want two mates.
I don't know. I don't want to fight Volk, lad. I proper like Volk, but you probably look at it and think that's my best chance to become lightweight.
John Jones weighed in on Tom's mental toughness, or lack thereof, claiming he crumbles when hurt, quits under pressure. But is that reality? Or is it a narrative being pushed to destabilize the heavyweight division? Because right now, perception and reality are diverging dangerously, and someone, somewhere is ready to pull a trigger that will leave the division in shock, bleeding uncertainty across every fighter's path.
If Paddy's gonna take him down, Paddy's gonna have to rough him up first. He's gonna have to land some punches and some kicks to distract him to get in close to take him down. That's a very honest assessment. And so, okay, so as I'm reading through this interview, it's like, all right, but back to Justin, how are you gonna beat him? You just showed a couple of ways that you don't think this fight is gonna go. How do you think it is going to go? And it's exactly what you think, right? He's gonna get out there, he's gonna rough him up, he's gonna touch him up and put him away. Well, how's Paddy win? And wouldn't you know it, right after I read an interview by Justin Gaethje, I read an interview from Paddy. And Paddy talked about how he was going to win. And Paddy said, so many people think I'm going to wrestle him. They think it's going to look like the fight with Chandler, but it's not. I'm going to go out and I'm going to beat him up on his feet.
Bang, bang, yep. Boom, boom, good. Boom, good. Boom, boom, yep. Good. Good, jump it back. There you go. Good. Perfect. Yeah, so today's Monday. We're 5 weeks.
Gaethje versus Paddy. What does that fight look like? And for me, it's whoever's fastest. I asked Dustin Poirier this question. Happened to be with Dustin over the weekend. I said, hey, who's faster? He said, I don't know. And I said, well, who do you favor in the striking? Now, Dustin said, largely because of my history with Gaethje, because I felt his punches, I can tell you the damage that guy can do with the punches and the kicks. But I'm still stuck wondering who's faster. And in boxing, we will see these things all the time. We'll always start to compare their resumes and go, well, this guy's got a better resume. It's like, but we know that doesn't matter. We know that doesn't. There's something for momentum and there's something for this upward trajectory. And the guy that's already been there and done that does not, even though on paper he looks better, he does not actually have an advantage.
Paddy Pimblett plotting 3 moves ahead, like a grandmaster chessboard of carnage unfolding, calculating every possible upset, every injury, every tiny ripple that could tilt the entire lightweight landscape. And the crazy part, he's anticipating moves that nobody even sees coming yet, including you, sitting there thinking you're ahead of the story. Nah, you're behind the curve, and the first shockwave is coming soon.
Main event of the evening. When this fight was announced, people were furious. People were mad. How the hell did Paddy Pimblett get a title shot? He didn't beat anybody in the top 5. People were mad that somehow Justin Gaethje got a title shot, being 1 fight removed from an all-time knocking out, and not on the right side of it. People were mad that Arman Tsarukyan, who just beat the absolute brakes off of Dan Hooker, was not getting a title shot. But I wasn't mad. I understood the situation. First of all, we need to remember that Arman screwed the UFC. He screwed the fans, he screwed everybody when just a few hours before the UFC 311 weigh-ins, he said, my back hurts, I can't fight. We all know it was a weight cut issue and his back didn't hurt. That move cost the UFC, I don't know, $50 million?
Against Tom Aspinall. He is a beautiful kickboxer, and stylistically, for Alex Poatan Pereira, it's the best matchup. Maybe not in all of the heavyweight division, because Cyril Gane is one of the guys that can rival Tom Aspinall in terms of agility, speed, quickness, light on the feet, technical precision. Probably a better kickboxer, but I do give Tom the overall MMA skills, the well-roundedness. I do give Tom an advantage there. But for Alex Pereira, this is a great matchup, and it is an opportunity for Alex Pereira and the UFC, for us as fans, to see somebody become the first ever 3-weight division champion, which would be unbelievable.
Analysts like Kale Sonnen and Michael Bisping are dissecting striking speed, reflexes, and stylistic matchups, but they don't know about the hidden gamble. Paddy is taking a risk that could either immortalize him or destroy him in front of millions, and someone is lying about who's actually faster in the camp. It's not what the tape shows, and it could explode the narrative in seconds. Watch closely, you'll see it unravel.
I also get how Justin Gaethje got here. Yeah, he was just 2 fights ago, face down on the canvas at UFC 300 in what will live forever as one of the greatest knockouts of all time. I get it. I saw it. My live reaction to that was like, oh my God. But you know what you get with Justin Gaethje? You get a kid who shows up, throws down. He's an exciting guy. He will get in your face. He will punch. He's not going to play some boring bullshit. He will fight. So the UFC was met with a challenge. Their champion's getting a divorce, so he stepped away. And now they need to either hold up the entire division or put together a freaking fight for the boys. So they put together a fight for the boys, and this is what they came up with, and I don't hate it. We got Justin Gaethje taking on Paddy Pimblett for the interim lightweight title, and assuming Ilia Topuria figures out his divorce, this belt will be defended, and my theory is they did this on purpose.
Gaethje's position in the division is precarious, either champion or out entirely, and that binary tension is radiating like a bomb in the lightweight cage. Every training session, every meal, every second counts, because a single misstep, a minor miscalculation, and everything collapses. And yes, there's a secret within his camp that could tilt the fight before the first bell rings, something we might never get told on air.
So if Tom's going to have surgery, he's got to take it very, very easy and not rush back to competition, sparring, anything like that. Certainly not fighting against the best heavyweights on the planet in 4-ounce gloves. So I do really feel for Tom, because none of this is his fault. He had, he was kind of messed around a little bit, given the whole situation with what happened with John Jones. He stepped in against Sergey Pavlovich, he knocked him out, he was knocking everyone out. He knocked out Curtis Blades when he defended the interim as well. So he's been doing his side, but just for one reason or the other, John Jones messing him around, and then he comes back. Now he gets poked. Now he might need surgery. Listen, you wouldn't wish that on anyone, right? Regardless of whether or not you're a big fan of Tom Aspinall or not, right? The man is a decent human being, right? He's a good guy. There's no controversy, and he does not deserve this. So Tom, rest up, but take your time, mate. Take your time. Do not rush back at all.
Paddy's accelerated rise is controversial. The fans furious, hardcore analysts screaming, questioning legitimacy, but what they don't realize is that this storm has been silently brewing for months, orchestrated under the radar. And if the first fight goes sideways, it won't just be a loss. It could fracture trust in the entire UFC matchmaking system. And someone knows it. Someone's already manipulating the angle for maximum chaos.
Here. Number 5 on the list is Justin Gaethje. And the reason Justin Gaethje has to be on this list is I don't know if he's coming or going. I do not know if but it's going to be one of the two, make no mistake. Justin Gaethje is either going to be champion of the world or he's going to be retired the next time we have this talk. The next time we get together and we're talking about a year in review or a year in preview, the great year to come, Justin Gaethje's either going to be champion of the world or he's going to be retired. And he's going to kick things off with an opportunity to be the champion of the world, which he earned a very hard way. By the way, that division is so difficult. 155 pounds. That is so hard. So now he's gonna go in there with Paddy.
Justin Gaethje's brutal resume is undeniable. Wars with Chandler, Poirier, Ferguson, but the impending clash with Paddy is a whole new threat level. Milliseconds separate life from knockout, and one slip-in strategy could end legacy, obliterate a career overnight. Nah, I'm not exaggerating. The psychological minefield here is unreal, and I guarantee there are hidden motivators lurking that could shift the balance mid-fight without warning.
I'm gonna call it interim championship too, but I don't get it. You got one champion, and the interim champion is almost a title of grace. It's a title of compassion. Like, there's not any amongst us that don't know what the word champion means. There's not any amongst us that believe you can have two champions at the same time. We know that that's impossible, but sometimes you show grace, right? There's something happening with your current champion and he's not able to make that walk. So we have an interim champion. And I like it. I'm for it. I'm one of the guys that likes the interim belt. I only share for you that in the case of Justin Gaethje, if we're at the same point at this time next year.
Bisping's insights into cross-divisional matchups reveal stakes that nobody talks about. Gain versus Pereira isn't just a fight, it's a tectonic shakeup across multiple divisions, style versus power, agility versus knockouts, and if the wrong result happens, it won't just alter titles, it could rewrite promoter priorities, pay-per-view momentum, and fighter leverage. And someone is quietly plotting which domino to tip first.
For a lad, if he's going to sit out for that long, I would rather him just vacate and stop holding the division up. But I do want to fight him, you know what I mean? So it's a catch-22. But I don't know, lads. I want to beat Ilya up and show everyone that I can beat him. But at the same time, if he's going to have me waiting, like Tom was waiting for John, then no. Just vacate, lad, and let the division.
Tom Aspinall setbacks, John Jones delays, eye injuries, and medical recovery create a pressure cooker ready to explode. Every element stacked to test resilience, patience, and focus. And if he missteps, if he rushes back, it won't be just a loss, it could be catastrophic for the heavyweight rankings. And yes, the real severity of that eye injury. Way worse than anyone is letting on, and that's a time bomb ticking right now. And here's the sickening truth. Every layer of preparation, every cautious strategy, every public statement is hiding more than it reveals, like a minefield of secrets ready to detonate the moment the cage door closes, the tension looping back on itself. And just when you think it's safe, another revelation drops. Another career is at stake, another shocking twist lurking just out of view, waiting to strike hard and fast. And I promise, we haven't even hit the apex yet.